I'm unhappy. World's moving on, y'all. It moves on without me. It's just another thing. Not gonna whine, but I'm unhappy. We'll talk about it. I'm D.W. Verts, Hickbilly Outdoors. I'm not very happy. I'll be right back. Never had any money. Even when I had money, I didn't know I had money. Raised a family and all the things that you do that keep you from ever really... Well, they kept me from making a lot of money, but it's all fine. But I've been out-moneyed anything I've ever done in my life. Fishing, competitive fishing, trap shooting. Always had enough skill to do okay, but the guys could spend more time at it, buy better stuff, have just more resources, always had it easier. Race cars, I don't care how good you are in a race car, horsepower wins in the long run, having good equipment. We did some of that too. What's that got to do with arrowhead hunting and everything else? Well, it's this. I've got thousands and thousands of acres in this county and 2 counties surrounding it. Mostly I acquired that land for trapping fur bearers, but also it includes arrowhead hunting stuff because they kind of go hand in hand, the same kind of areas. For years, however, I had a hard time finding places to deer hunt. I had some spots, and I got deer. I just now had deer in my property. Just now left the house, had 3 does. But the first thing about deer hunting is family and friends lock a lot of land down, which is all good. That's the way it ought to be. I'm driving real slow and careful, by the way. That's what I do. Real slow. I'm going 43 mile an hour right now. And then after friends and family, you have the people that lease land. And that is a big deal, and it's gotten a lot bigger. And that's where my quandary lies. Folks from a lot of places come to this part of the country to deer hunt. Because we are on the edge of big deer country. We're not as big a deer as northern Missouri, but we have major good-sized deer, especially compared to those guys from Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Texas, the ones that lease a lot of land around here. And they come up here for a handful of days a year, but they own that property as far as hunting rights. So it's all cool. It's the way it is. People with money win. But recently, that changed for me for the first time. A couple weeks ago, I did a video. I went on a property I've got permission to be on. I've had permission to be on for years, right here close to the house. Can be really good arrowhead hunting stuff. And apparently got caught on a game camera, which of course they're everywhere. And I wasn't trying to hide. I had permission, I thought. So I said something to the landowner that next week about something that I'd seen there. He said, "You're not supposed to be in there." I said, "How many times you been there?" I said, "Just once." He said, "Well, the guy leasing it from me, he saw you on camera, he's mad." Okay, well, first off, that's on me. It ain't on nobody else. The landowner leased the property, which is all good for him. But I wasn't hunting, so I said, "Well, I wasn't deer hunting. I was arrowhead hunting." He goes, "It don't matter." Okay. He paid me $5,000 for that property. It's his. I mean, hunting rights is one thing. Mineral rights, has always been something else entirely. But to get run off a piece of property by a guy just because he's got more money, it's all good land. It's not nobody's fault. I mean, $5,000 for 400 acres. Do the math. Another one of my landowners said he was recently offered $50 an acre for hunting rights. This guy that paid $5,000 also, for that 400 and some acres, also has leased the property to the south of it. It's another 280 acres. He owns that too. Basically means he owns it. And this landowner, who's a neighbor, kind of a friend, a customer of my restaurant, tells me the guy wants to lease more from him, he's going to do it. Man, that paid your property taxes plus. I can't blame him. But that means I just lost 1,000 acres of stuff, and I'll guarantee it ain't the last time that's going to happen. And I'm unhappy. Apparently, if you have enough money, you can buy the world, and you can run guys like me off. Obviously, if I could ever hook up with this dude, he don't live he's not a big city guy, not from another state. He lives just a couple towns away from here. If I could hook up with him and say, would it be all right if I go in there arrowhead hunting? Maybe he'd say yeah. If I didn't do it during deer season, maybe it'd be all right. But I just can't believe it. I cannot believe what goes on in this world, how things change for me. It's all about the money, which I ain't got. And it's going to be more of it, because I've got more. Actually, right now, probably half the property that I arrowhead hunt on or more is leased for deer hunting. I've never had an issue before. I'm going to have to check into it. I don't go in during deer season. It's deer season right now. I'm not in the woods. I'm not going to do that. It's a month or so out of every year it just gets killed, because I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to get in and mess up their deer hunt. Sure don't need to be getting shot at. I believe in courtesy, and of course a lot of these folks from other states don't know what courtesy is. Now, southern boys are okay. Sometimes the Kansas folks ain't. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. I've been upset about it. This happened almost a week ago, and I'm not happy. But again, it's on me. It ain't on the landowner or the guy, the leasee, paying the money. Good deal for him. $5,000. Maybe he's a real serious deer hunter, hunts every weekend. Most of the leasees I see come up a couple times a year and they're done. They have that kind of money to throw away. I don't. That's all I got. Let me know what y'all think. God bless. Talk to you later.